Hey friends, this is Franksings and welcome to another video and hope you're doing absolutely fine. And so then let's get started. This is a super chat video and our today's guest is Mr. Shaikh I and his gorgeous wife Mrs. Shaikh I. So I would like to welcome Bell and Imtiaz and today's super chat. Please welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for being on my set. It's been 18 to 19 years since you have migrated from Goa to here. You have left such a beautiful place and you have come here, which is equally beautiful. What was the reason behind this? Did you have in your mind to be a politician?
Like everybody else, we migrated to UK for better opportunities, better prospects. And trust me, UK is very beautiful.
It is, yeah.
Yes, and in regards to politics, we never thought of politics at that time. We were quite young and we were happy, enjoying our lives, working. But the politics came into my life 2013.
Do you ever regret or do you feel like you have done the right thing joining politics and the passion that you have for dance as a politician, you can give time for that?
I still love to dance. It's my passion. Unfortunately, I could not give that enough time to continue dancing. When I came to this country the first time, I did a couple of workshops with some schools. Unfortunately, life is as such. You go with the flow of life, okay. And I've just carried on where my life is taking me.
Bell, suddenly you came on board as a councillor. Did you have this interest to be a politician, to be a councillor, or something made you to join him?
Imtiaz has been quite heavily involved in the politics side, as he said, since 2013. And even before that, together we've been working alongside community champions from other diverse communities to try and get everybody together, because that's what we felt was lacking within the community. One very successful event that we had was in aid of Brighter Futures, which was the Goan Superstar, and we raised a couple of £1,000 towards that charity, which was fantastic because it not only highlighted the Goan talent which we have, but it also gave back to the wider community. It raised funds to the radiotherapy section in the Great Western Hospital. So we've always been quite actively involved within the communities, but I think when the opportunity came to take it one step further and try and see what we could use as in skills on a panel like being on the council, it was hard to say no to that.
You're of different religion, he's of different religion. I'm touching this topic because you are setting good example. So you have kids, a daughter and son. How do you balance all this diversities?
I think diversity needs to be looked at as a strength. If you look at diversity in any other way, it will always be a hindrance to your life. So diversity has to be a strength, be it your religion, be it your background, be it your culture, be it where you were born, be it what you believe in, be it what you don't believe in. It has to be something that melts you together. We are very lucky in the sense of having families who work alongside raising our children to be better humans. And keeping humanity first and everything else is what we try and also do. Not only in our personal lives, we also go about in trying to emulate that vision across to other people. So I think that's a family strength. I think I'm very proud to say we have.
Yeah, and I would like to add, these two families have set an example and shown people that it doesn't stop anywhere. Religion doesn't matter. What matters is love and respect.
Yes, that's right.
And that's what we are passing on to our children as well. And above all, we get to celebrate all festivals as well.
Yeah, you're lucky for that. You work like any other average person in this country, and at the same time you hold this position as a councillor. So how do you balance these frequencies?
If you know how to organize, that pretty much cuts out all the difficulties. And above all, we work as a team. So when it comes to politics or serving the community, we both communicate. We have got our office hours, put it that way. We talk what we need to do, which cases we have to work with, which officers we need to speak to, for example, and also our family plays a big role here, and they help us out a lot. So that's pretty much how we balance it.
It's quite surprising.
It's a passion as well, you see.
It's quite surprising the way you say it, because here it's not just you as an average person, a working person, and then the office, but at the same time you have kids.
Yes.
You have to give a lot of time
Yeah,
for kids,
try
and at the
to.
same time you have different traditions coming from different religion, your families, and so many things. But still you can manage this. Hats off. Yeah, this is really good. The next post I want to ask is with regards to the party that you have chosen. So why Labour Party?
Simple as that. Equality. This party has always stood for equality, and they treat everybody equally. Since the time I've joined the Labour Party, I've always sensed a strong support for all communities, all kind of people from different backgrounds. And believe it or not, the amount of respect you get, and the support, the guidance is believable.
I met Imtiaz in year, I think 2005 or something, yeah. And I'm quite surprised the person that he is, the way he has molded himself, and the person that he is now. What has melted you to become the way you are now?
I'll put it this way: if you're a humble person, and being the experience that comes to you, the point of view, the way you see life changes. And when politics came to my side, I didn't know what to do with it. I was unsure. But having a family discussion, the doorbell said, it is something that you need to do. Take the opportunity, because you can set an example for the youth. Give them some sort of directions. We need to motivate the youth to follow the right path. And being young myself, taking the right decision then would help everybody else change their view. And I think predominantly it has changed. I see a lot of people with positive energy, and they have a great vision towards the country and the community. We need to work alongside with the British community. Whatever we do, we need the British community know that and show our culture, the good side of the community. Be proud of us, the British community, the English community, England overall, to be proud of our community and say, Goan community are great people and they are doing a lot for this country.
During this transition from an ordinary person to a councillor, what are the difficulties that you faced, especially with the British people and people of different communities?
They've been quite accepting of you.
Yeah, like always, when somebody new is taking up the challenge, and a lot of people, due to lack of knowledge, what exactly is happening. Some people are confused, some people want to know more, some people aren't sure what's going on. To sort of bring them to that understanding was I wouldn't say a challenge. And as the doorbell said, it was all great, and people all welcomed me and supported me.
What have you done for the youth? Do you know the problems that we are facing?
We've always been working with the youth. Back in Goa, even here, we ourselves, we are in a mid-age, so we understand how the youth thinks, and we also understand how the seniors in the community think and what they expect. So I think that is our strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that helps us to understand what best we can bring to them.
I think it's also making them aware that everyone has a purpose set to their lives, you know. And I think the definition of purpose is different to a goal. A goal is a one-lined direction where you want to hit at the end of the day. But a purpose to your life has a different meaning. And I think when you instill these thoughts in youth, in however way you do it, we did the Goan Superstar, which was quite nice because it got them out of their shell, and it got them thinking about what talents they had and what they could bring out. And even now, we have a lot of youth who get in touch with us, you know, and want to do something more for the community, and not just our Goan community, but for communities that make up the whole of Swindon. And they want to give back. And I think it's that purpose, and it's them realizing that they have the ability to do that.
And as being new councillors, I mean, there's lots that we are learning at the minute, and we are trying to work out what we can bring to the youth. And we are in words with council and parish council as well, how we can start the youth centres again. Speaking to a lot of youth leaders, Aaron, he told me that when they used to have youth clubs, we used to have all these kids under one roof, and they used to have several activities, sports, dance, music, art, culture, travel around as well. So that's something that we want to bring back. And again, that adds to the purpose for the youth. They've got something to do then, rather than just hanging around and doing nothing.
I'm not sure whether the viewers know, but there used to be youth centres in Swindon before, and the council shut them all down. Now there's various elements which you need to remember, how there is a knock-on effect or a domino effect, if you can. When you stop something like a youth centre down, children have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So where do they go? They go into problematic areas, or they are easily susceptible to being pulled into these areas, and you've basically lost out on a child's upbringing, because where they could have been in a youth centre passing their time, they are now doing other activities which is putting themselves in harm and danger. So the Labour Parish Council within Central Swindon is already employed a youth worker to bring the youth back together, which is a fantastic opportunity, because where the council is not realising that because of their reckless decision to stop the youth centres and the harm it's done to families, the harm it's done to the children, they seem to have not understood the direct link or the harm, but the Labour Parish Council have brought that back.
I know you all are heavily involved in Goan Association, especially with the Goa Day and other activities as well in general. So, especially you as an executive, what your experience has been with the Goan Association?
With the association, I think it's a fantastic group of people that we are working together, and we've got the same set of vision, and we want to bring the best for the community. Unfortunately, it's hard because, as you are aware, we all are working people, we've got our families, we've got other responsibilities, and to volunteer for such a big responsibility, it is not easy. I think, but we pulled it off very well. We managed to have meetings among ourselves, our president Nelson Carvalho, and I think we are a team of 10 at the moment, if I'm not missing anybody, and we had few volunteers who came and helped us. Coming to the event, as you were there, we had about just 2,000 to 2,500 in and out.
Yeah, we had a big number, I think.
Big in and out, yes. And it was a fantastic event, and luckily we had a good weather as well. Last year we had Mark Revlon come all the way from Goa to perform for us. This year we had Johnny B. Good Bushka, and what an amazing performance. Overwhelming crowd.
We had the local talent as well.
The local talents, the kids came forward.
And I think this is quite interesting, wherein you are like getting people from, the talent from Goa who have just established themselves as an artist. So it's quite exciting to get, like you said, last year it was Mark Revlon, and this year Bushka and Johnny B. Good. So that is quite interesting. Some years back we didn't have anyone, apart from you, we didn't have anyone to represent Goan community, and now that you have, and you are doing an awesome job, both of you. Yeah, so don't you think that we need more than one Shaikh I, more than one Adorable?
That's what we always go out saying. The key message that we always try to give back is we need more.
You're exactly right. We need more Shaikh I, Imtiaz, or Adorable, and we do have. It's just a matter of time. I think someday somebody will take a serious decision and come forward. We've got lots of social workers within the group, and obviously we want some young people come forward as well, so someday we can say, okay, we've done a good job, somebody's taking over, we can chill and relax ourselves. But what I would like to add here is I would like to see people, our community, joining the police, working for the fire department, obviously more councillors, MPs. I would be really happy if someday we have our own MP from the community. Something that I would like to add to this, I would like to thank everybody who supports us and votes for us as well, because without your votes we wouldn't be here. And with you, working with you, we are able to do what we are doing today. So thank you for supporting us.
From ordinary person to, the position that you're holding as a councillor. So is this a full stop, or do you want to go further, contest parliamentary election? Is that a distant dream, or do you have that in the back of your mind?
Never say never, But right now, I think they're doing a brilliant job as in the local politics, as local councillors, and I think there's lots more to learn and achieve. So we rather put all our efforts into this, and then never know.
Yeah. Since you took this job in your hand, you must have faced a lot of hardships and problems, hate and love. So any message for haters, or those who are loving you, I should say?
It just slows us down. It doesn't affect us because we will do what we have to do.
Yeah.
Because if we've got haters, we've got lovers, as you said, and our strength are both really. Because if you don't challenge us, we don't move forward, and if you don't support us, people who love us, we can't go forward.
My parents have always brought me up with one ideology, and that was, if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say it at all. But if there's something positive that somebody has done, support, share, and that's what we try and do as well. So I mean, if leaders have haters and people who support them, we're small fry. Everybody has a following of positivity and negativity. Try not focus too much on people with negative comments.
So when you talk about haters and lovers, if there are 99 haters and just one lover, would you continue this job for both of you?
Of course.
Yes, of course.
I would.
That's the spirit I wanted.
It's always believing in yourself before you put yourself outside. And even if it was 99 people who didn't like the whole of what we are focusing on bringing to the table, that one person will change the 99 people.
I've met so many times Imtiaz, I've spoken to him. I feel very free to talk to him with regards to anything.
Just for your information, he calls me Shaikh because he knows me for a long time, and that's my nickname.
Yeah, and also I've never met you. I'm meeting you for the first time, but talking to you, I feel free to talk to you as well. Yeah, it's only that excitement that has built up in me, talking to y'all.
Yeah.
So are y'all going to remain easy to access people all the time throughout?
We've always been, and we'll continue to. I mean, I can give you an example. I get phone calls middle of the night, and I'm at their service.
Besides Brexit and besides everything else, I think if you have a purpose in your life that you want to give back to, and if you are passionate, even if you don't know what you're passionate about, but you're passionate about doing something that's for the better, for the bigger, come and get in touch.
Yeah, confused people, aspiring people, all sorts of people. Yeah. You all can get in touch with them, and I feel like they are the right people who can guide you all.
Thank you.
In spite of your busy schedule, you have given so much of time, spent time. You made me feel at home over here. I think we were not in a haste while talking.
No,
we were quite free. And there are some more things which I want to touch, but not during this chat, maybe some other time. And I think that time I should grill you. So I think it was quite satisfying for me to have this super chat. And I enjoyed it. It was a pleasure talking to you.
And you, thank you so much.
And to you, yes.
Thank you for having us, Frankie.
And thanks for coming. Thank you very much. And may God bless.
And you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel.